my channel. Today is Vlogmas Day 2. Today is a new day and we have a couple of things to do. First off, my daughter has a follow-up appointment to the orthopedic. I think it's called, yeah, orthopedic, because she actually suffered from hip dysplasia, so we have to do a follow-up. And if you don't know, if you're new here, or if I never informed you guys, she suffered from hip dysplasia, dislocated hip, since she was born. So she went through all phases, from the pelvic harness to the rhino brace, and then finishing it off with the spica cast itself. So we are now in the checkup phase, where we just go get some x-rays done to make sure there are no regressions, because there can be regressions. I'm curious to see if there are any regressions, because she has started walking since the last time we went, and sometimes that's when regressions can occur. But fingers crossed that we don't have that issue. We also received our BJ's order. I did a quick order of a couple of things last night. I've put everything away and we're gonna try to do something now, because as you can see, they need to get out. We might go to the park. We'll see what happens, because my toe is not doing great. It actually is very painful today, and I have to try to soak it 2 to 3 times a day, but it's just so hard when you have 3 kids running around. They want to stick their fingers in the water. It's a struggle. So I think I'm gonna soak it later today when the girls go to nap, and then after they go to nap. Try to do at least 2 times a day. I think I need to order though some Epsom salt, because it says you should soak it in Epsom salt to prevent infections. It's horrible. I'm not even gonna show you guys, because A, it's my feet, but secondly, it looks so gross, and it's just very, very frustrating, because the timing couldn't have been worse. We leave to Chicago in like 3 days, and I have this going on in my foot. Today's recipe is going to be very simple. We are going to be doing a balsamic onion pork chop, and it is very, very easy, but so tasty. You're going to chop up 1 whole onion, and then you're going to start to sear some pork chops. Mine were frozen, but it's okay. You can always thaw out your frozen pork chop and then start to saute it. Once I see that the pork chops are releasing some of their juices, I add some garlic salt plus some garlic powder. I feel like garlic salt doesn't have enough garlic powder, and you just want that really nice garlicky flavor. And then I add a little bit of salt, and this is when I add the chopped onions. You're gonna spread it all over the pan, and then we're going to cover it and let it finish cooking. The onion is going to release a lot of the juices. I tend to simmer it, so I lower the temperature and then I flip it, since I kind of seared it at the beginning, and that gives it a little bit of color, because it is a pale looking dish, not going to lie. If you want to add paprika, you definitely can. It'll give it a little bit of color, but I opted out today. I'm going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. It's not going to be a lot, because with the sweetness of the yellow onion, it's going to have a hint of that balsamic. It's not going to be overpowering, and that's what makes this dish so delicious. Once you see that the pork chop is nice and juicy, that onion is translucent, it is ready to be served with whatever sides your little heart desires. This a while back from Aldi's, and it's finally time to take it out. It's the cutest little cookie jar. It's a gingerbread house. I thought it was adorable, and I fixed up that a little bit. That is all recycle. These are winter clothes. They have a lot of our jackets that we're gonna be taking to Chicago and like undergarments that keep us warm. So I gotta go through that. And then we have all the kids' jackets ready to go, the diaper bag, my apron for today, and my desk is pretty clean. I gotta put this back in the garage because we used it for Thanksgiving for our turkey, but it's looking pretty good. Now we gotta tackle these cabinets. So I hope you enjoyed that little recipe. Today I just made that with some leftovers from Thanksgiving. And I got my daughter ready. My husband is going to actually take her because my toe is not in great shape and we were running a little late. So it was probably best for him to take her. And I put my daughter down to sleep and my son is watching The Grinch, Dr. Seuss, the cartoon version. I'm going to now soak my foot. I don't have any Epsom salt, so I read that if you do vinegar, it helps with water. Hopefully this doesn't burn. I'm scared, because no, it doesn't burn. Okay. I'm going to let it soak for about 20 minutes. And while that is happening, he's gonna be watching TV and I am going to edit a video. I do have another channel if you're interested in following it. It's my Disney / theme / travel channel. So it's a lot of Disney. I'm going to also start putting, I think, some of my travel content on there. I'm not quite sure. Just because I feel like this channel has taken a turn to more like motherhood, cleaning, things of that sort. So we are posting more videos of Disney stuff, and I do have one video that I'm editing currently that should be up. I'm so bummed though because, as you guys, I don't know if you recall, my camera broke a while back. So I actually got a new camera just for Vlogmas and I like it so far. I think it's very similar to my old one, but half the price. It just doesn't have a flash and I think the lens is a little different, like aperture wise, but okay, it is what it is. It does most of the things that I want it to. And so I just got this camera, and when I went to that Jollywood event, I didn't have this camera, and I've been filming on my Osmo. Now the thing about the Osmo, I have the first one, my brother gave it to me for Christmas. The thing about that Osmo is that the sound quality is horrible. It's not really meant for you to talk, and I don't know what happened. I think I pushed a button where it caused the microphone to like lower, and you just can't hear me talking at all, which kind of sucks because I actually went by myself. I had a mom day. I was so excited to just film this video and the audio is crap. So now I have to do a voiceover, which I tried to minimize those as much as possible because they're a lot of work. But yeah, so I'm going to edit that video. The kids are officially in bed and long behold, today was just not as eventful as I thought it would be, but we have some good news. The baby is looking good. They did the x-rays to her hip and they are right on track on where they want them to be. Her hip is obviously still delayed compared to the other side, but the doctor said that that's completely normal for her having the cast. So she's just a little behind compared to the other side. The next appointment is going to be in 6 months, so we just gotta keep monitoring it, but it's great news that she is doing well. Now I do wanna leave you with our Christmas tree decoration. shenanigans. This actually happened the week before Thanksgiving. I did film a little bit because it was pretty exciting. Our oldest son was able to put the star on the Christmas tree, and it was just so exciting for him. So that is going to conclude this video. So I'm gonna leave you with that. And like always, remember to dream big, be brave, and explore life. Until next time. Mwah.